Thank you for coming to your San Diego City Legotopia capital for today. Today we have breaking news of a presidential speech coming from President Carter Chavez at Legotopia capital today over the U.S. government, Donald J. Trump, who is causing the border issues of immigration going on in America right now. Please rise for Legotopia president. Thank you, my fellow Legoans. Thank you, my fellow Americans. Today is a very, I guess I could say, interesting day, in my opinion. And we have a crisis on our hands right now. This is not my crisis. This is not my problem to worry about. But I believe I do need to worry about it for this world's safety. So I just got word from the U.S. government that they have border security problems going on of illegal immigrants crossing the border, and they're Mexicans, Cubans coming from the local countries surrounding the area. This issue is a very big problem to me, and they are causing the families that are coming from those countries and entering into the country illegally. They are making them go into, I guess you could say, jail cells, I guess, or elite. I don't know what you would really call it, but this thing horrifies me right now. This is showing how in the World War II, or I believe World War II, when the Nazis and everything were going on, and Hitler and everything was going on, and this is a very similar effect that is going on right now. These jail cells are like concentration camps. They're treating people from those other countries who are entering into the United States illegally, which I understand. It's illegal to enter into it. But the reason why these people are doing this is, one, they need a better life. They don't get treated well in their country because their country doesn't have enough money. It's not their government's fault. It's no one's fault there. So at the same time, I think we need to step it up a little bit, because United States is not about causing problems to happen and more crises to happen into the country. In my country, in my fake little world, I don't do this types of stuff. I add peace. I do add security for safety reasons for the people who are living here, and I let people go in this country if they need it. If their country does not provide what they need and provide what safety they need, then they are free to enter into this country, as long as they don't bring in dangerous things. And one big problem right now that is going on is, I know President Donald Trump, he is saying that these Mexicans and people who are coming from those other countries are bringing bad drugs into our country. They didn't start all this stuff. It's the people who were living in this country who started it. The reason why they're doing this is because we're not providing jobs for them so they can have a wealthy life. We're providing jobs for the people who were born here, who can get a wealthy life and an awesome life. Why does it have to be that way? I know some people are going to disagree with me with this, but why does it have to be that way in our country, in our society and systems? Why can't everyone be equal? I thought that's what it's all about. Everyone be equal and have the same amount of money. Like, I know the Constitution and whatever doesn't say that, but in my opinion, I think whoever enters into this country who needs help, then they can enter in this country. I believe that we should still have border security, but not for putting those families who are entering illegally into prisons. We should put those criminals that are entering into the country with the bad drugs into their jail cells and see what they have. Those families aren't bringing in drugs. They're coming in because they need a better life. They need money. They need a life for their kids. I'm going to play here in a sec of the voices of these kids who were separated at the border. And it's a horrifying sound. It sounds like a war going on in America. This is very similar to a freaking war. It's actually worse than the war. So why aren't we stopping this? And why is Donald Trump trying to stop this? He's not trying to do anything right now. Let's listen to these voices and see what you think right now.
What you're listening to are the sounds that have been missing from the policy debate around immigration, from the ones with the most at stake, children.
So, this video does include the voices of the children at the border. So, you hear those sounds, and it sounds very similar to a war going on in another country. We're not one of those countries. I thought we were one of those countries with no war at all. And people at the same time are thinking, hey, we don't care about them, let them suffer. That's not how we treat the people who do enter into the United States of America. I thought, in my opinion, that United States of America was a free nation for everyone. I thought it was free to the public, free to everyone to enter for safety. And yeah, I know Mexico's not having a war or anything, but they're very poor right now. They're in bad debt, and they're having bad drug issues. And I know that's not our fault, but we should control those criminals. And if there is criminals in those families, then yeah, we have to maybe separate them. But that's how it is in the United States. That doesn't mean we have to put them in a prison cell with their families. Those families can go live a better life than, yeah, their dad or mom or whatever who did that criminal act. So we need to concentrate, or not concentrate, sorry. We need to just pay attention more. And this country is starting to become more corrupt and not as good of country. In my opinion, United States is not the best country in the world. I'm sorry to say that, but it's true. There's no good country in this world. We just have to all stick together in this world and love one another. That's what we have to do. If we keep having these wars and conflicts and crises and whatever with each other, one day there's going to be no one. One day it's just going to be one person or 0 people. We've accomplished a lot in this world, and we've done some very, very bad things. So now is the time to start getting up and better now. Treating each other better, loving one another. Me as president in this country of Legotopia, I believe everyone in this country should respect one another, no matter what their race is, no matter what their color is, and no matter how they look. We're all the same. That's what it's about in this world. That's what Jesus Christ was brought into. That's what God himself, and why he brought us into this world. So we need to pay attention to each other and love one another no matter what. I know people get mad at each other. I know people look at someone and be all like, haha, he looks weird, he looks different. But they're the same as you. They're probably way smarter than you in anything. Now is the time to step up as Americans and as citizens in this country to love one another and respect one another no matter what. So please, just keep that in your thoughts today, folks. And let's stop this issue from happening, and let's stop the U.S. government from doing this. This is my campaign name for today, Stop the U.S. Government. So today is now, and today is where we stand now. We need a change in this country no matter what. Please, just please everyone love one another. I'm signing out for today, folks. Thank you for watching. Legotopia President signing out. And keep that quote in your thoughts. And you will always be a Legoan. Thank you.
How do we save a life? Pointing fingers. How can we end the fight this way? One blame is the truth we're preaching, and lies are what we're believing. No one ever wins when the goal is to settle the score. One by one we will call for a ceasefire. One by one we will fight for a better end. One by one we can rewrite the headlines, standing side by side. One by one love is building an empire. One by one reaching out to our enemies. One by one we will make it to the finish line, standing side by side. Ceasefire. I will be the first to say I'm far from perfect, but grace was made for all.